What's up guys, Brandon here. We're outside Addy. They're breaking down the barriers to invest in real estate. We're gonna go in, check them out, see what's up, and we got a fun video planned in store for today. Well, I'm here with Mike, the CEO and co-founder of Addy. And I want to kind of ask you, what is the platform all about and why is it important to you?
So many Canadians are shut out from owning property, from not being able to participate in ownership society. So the way we go about it is we use technology to allow anyone to invest as little as $1. And in fact, we self-impose a cap of $1,500. So there's lots of room in all these buildings we list on Addy for people to invest.
There's a cap on the top. There's a top end investment. What's kind of the logic behind that?
Yeah, the goal is diversification. We want to allow people to do is own a lot of different real estate that they can drive by, walk to, they may live in or they may work in.
And that's, obviously we have a stock market channel, which is most of our viewers, but it's the exact same principles. The diversification is what you guys are kind of striving for. Pretty much Canadians can invest in properties. Is it all across Canada? Is there a max? How much can they invest? How does that work?
They wish they could, but no, in actuality, it depends which province you're in. Currently, Addy operates in BC, Alberta, Ontario, and Quebec.
I'm sure my viewers would be curious. So in terms of what they can expect, let's assume they do invest with Addy. They do get some properties into their portfolio. What can they expect in terms of returns? What type of streams of income do they get? I'm sure there's forms of passive income. Maybe tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it really depends on the specific property they choose to invest in. So if you invest in a development, for example, highest returns, highest risk. Generally, developments have a higher IRR, so internal rate of return. So that's an annual measure of how much money you're going to get back. So generally, developments could be north of 10%, even sometimes north of 20%. Very few investments can you invest in where you get great return profile with low risk.
So there's different types of projects and properties that people can invest in. They come with different risk levels, so there's different, there'd be different opportunities for different levels of risk amongst Addy users. Yeah,
so the lowest risk would be let's say a brand new apartment building. You don't have to worry about renting out the units, it's fully rented out. It's a brand new building, you don't have to worry about the roof or the siding. Those would trade at a lower cap rate, so you could expect maybe to get a lower return.
Are you the one that's owning the buildings? Do you, how does that work?
So what Addy does, it becomes a limited partner in these GP/LP structures that own these properties. And this is the way commercial real estate generally trades. It's not owned by an individual person, it's owned by a corporation. So when I say we're not actually buying or renovating or doing the property management. We are an investor and we sit on the equity stack.
We all know that we're here on this channel big into stocks, but I get so many questions about real estate and how they can get exposure and whether it's something they should be investing in. What would you just say are the major benefits of investing in real estate?
I think the biggest value of investing in real estate is the fact that you get to own something concrete. I think there's something fundamental in all of us where we want to own physical, tangible items. Right. I think that's the cool thing about Addy is how many people could dream of buying a $23 million building.
I'd personally love to maybe one day see one of these Addys in person. I'm sure I've driven by them actually in the past and even meet someone like a GP. That'd be pretty darn awesome.
Well, Brandon, there's no time like the present. Let's go.
Right now?
Yeah.
Well, I guess now we're on our way. We got a long drive ahead of us out to Mission, but yeah, Steve's behind the wheel, Mike's here, we got Darwin in the back, and I guess we're just cruising through at this point, I guess kind of the heart of downtown.
We're gonna do a quick drive-by of the Lex.
Yeah, so this is 45 strata titled apartments, 2 commercial units on the ground floor. There's 900 Canadians who own this building through Addy.
This is the mural that went up on the building from the Vancouver Mural Society. It's going to be our first exit. It's just wrapping up.
Where did the name come from? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so Addy is short for address, or better yet, additional addresses. One of my friends asked me if I wanted to invest in a development he was doing in Vancouver. He goes, my minimum check size is now $1 million.
Right.
I'm like, dang, that's more than I have or I could want to put in, but I really want to participate. Can I gather some of my friends and family and can we pool our money together? So create a syndicate and get into it. And to my surprise, I was oversubscribed in less than a day. And for those following days and weeks, people kept texting saying like, can my brother, sister, doctor, lawyer, my neighbor, my dentist get in? And I said like, no, I'm oversubscribed. One of my employees at Payroll Hero, the last company we founded, came up to me. He said, hey, I've been in Canada now for 5 years. My PR is done. I'm about to get citizenship and I want to buy my first place. And when he asked me if he can invest, I felt really bad because I knew my reply to him is that my minimum check size was $50,000. And when I told him that, he blew up. How am I ever supposed to save enough down payment if I can't save my down payment at the rate the real estate market moves? Like, why do you rich people get to invest in these projects that earn 10% plus, and my only option is 0.2%? And it made me really feel like, yeah, he's right. What we have come to understand is we're selling participation in ownership society. Right? You got to think about the tenants who lived in these buildings for decades. They now own a piece of the building that they've been renting, and like prior to Addy coming along, they never would have thought in 1,000 years they could be a landlord of a building they rented.
Well, I think it's even more prominent right now. Like we're at this divergence where a lot of people have kind of sunk into that realization that they may never do it. Yeah. It's very timely, you know, as people are kind of getting to that frame of mind, you know, something like this comes along and says, hey, like, not just yet. So clearly there's a lot going on back here right now. Where are we at this point and where did we start from?
It was that, but with more greenery and more slope to it. Tomorrow we are getting ready to pour our first suspended slab. In any concrete, there's going to be steel to make the steel hold together.
What is a GP in the first place, and what exactly do you guys do?
GP stands for General Partner, and when we're putting together projects, we're doing them, the legal structure is a limited partnership. The limited partners, they're capital investors, equity investors, and the General Partner is the sponsor of the project. We're organizing the project, we're managing the project. Together, the general partner and the limited partners are the limited partnership.
And this location in and of itself, close by to certain things?
We've got the Low Heat Highway, so that's a main transportation artery. You could walk to the West Coast Express from this building. The West Coast Express, you can be down at Waterfront Station in an hour and 10 minutes. You've got all your shopping amenities. International Airport's 15 minutes away. US borders, 25-minute drive.
What is it so special about Mission here?
Mission is in the eastern Fraser Valley, and there's just incredible population growth. We've got very high levels of immigration, you know, employment growth, population growth, therefore driving demand for accommodations.
So I found that info that we got from the GPs very, very helpful. Where else would we get this info if we didn't have time to go actually see the site?
It's a good question. So I guess normally most people aren't going to the site to visit the general partner. What our members do is go to their Addy account. They can log into the Addy account and they can basically look at the property that's available. In this case, this property we just looked at, and all of the details for the opportunity are there. So there's a document called the Offering Memorandum. The Offering Memorandum is a summary document that summarizes all of the details of the opportunity. And the idea is to be able to give our members the ability to see all of these details, read the Offering Memorandum, and make an investment decision that works for them.
But what happens if somebody were to, let's say, cancel their subscription or their membership after a year or two? Do they then lose access to the properties they own, or how does that work?
Yeah, not at all. So you only need your Addy membership to invest and to make the initial purchase of shares into a property. You don't need to renew your membership year after year for as long as you hold your property. In fact, we have this 365-day money-back guarantee inspired by Costco. If at any time you're unhappy, you just ask for a refund, no questions asked, you get a refund. But our bet is that over the course of the year, you're gonna see another property that you would love to own, and you're gonna invest in it. And that's on us.
How does Addy in and of itself make money?
So the membership charge is how we make money. When we put a property onto the platform, there's no lift on the property, there's no promote, there's no transaction fees, withdrawal fees, there's nothing. We don't layer in any fees into the opportunity for people to invest. So we make money on the membership plans. So a member can join, it's $25 a year, and that gives them the ability to then invest as many, in many deals as they want for the next 12 months.
Alrighty guys, well that will wrap up a awesome day. That was a ton of travel and so much fun going out to Mission and meeting the team here at Addy. I know our channel is focused more or less around stock market investing. We're used to investing in equities, but the more and more I learn about this product and this service and how they're basically making real estate accessible to everybody out there, it's something that I definitely encourage you guys to look into further. And there is going to be a link that is included down below this video. It's a personalized link where if you do sign up and activate an account, you become a member, you're going to be getting a rebate of $25, which is essentially the cost of 1 year of membership or subscription. So it'd be an awesome way to try it out. Again, you can get started with as low as $1. I think most people will probably want to do more than that. I'm very likely going to be opening up my Addy account after this, getting started as well, because it just makes so much sense for average people out there, people that maybe would have been constrained before, to get some exposure in their portfolio to real estate, great quality assets all across Canada. But again, there's that link down in the description below. Go check it out, get $25 if you sign up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.